Hey team, welcome to Keto Cooking with Corey. Today we're going to be making homemade s'mores at 5.5 carbs per serving. Let's start with the graham crackers. You're going to need almond flour, molasses, vanilla, baking powder, truvia, cinnamon, salt, an egg, and butter. To start, we're going to set our oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we're going to add 2 cups of almond flour, 1/3 of a cup of truvia or whatever artificial sweetener you have laying around, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, a teaspoon of baking powder, and of course a dash of salt. Then we're going to mix the dry until combined. Once mixed, you're going to add 1 large egg, 2 tablespoons of butter, melted, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2 teaspoons of molasses. This is an optional step, but it improves color and flavor of the end product. Oh yeah, and this stuff's sticky, like really sticky. Then we're going to mix until a dough is formed. I personally found it easier to just use my hands at this part. It made things a lot simpler. We're also going to mold this dough into a rough rectangular shape. It's going to make it easier to roll out. Then we're going to place our dough on a piece of parchment paper. Don't worry about the shape when it's done because we're going to trim it into a rectangle. Then we're going to perforate our dough with a fork and bake for 20 to 30 minutes. Once done, we're going to cut along the perforated lines to get individual squares. Then, making sure that your oven's off, you're going to put your graham crackers back into the oven for half an hour. To the marshmallows, you're going to need coconut flour, vanilla, water, gelatin, salt, truvia, liquid stevia, cream of tartar, and eggs. Take your coconut flour and lightly sprinkle the bottom of a parchment paper lined container. This will be the shape of your marshmallow. Now we're going to prep our gelatin by bringing 3/4 of a cup of water to a boil and then taking 4 packets of gelatin and combining them with 1/4 of a cup of water. Make sure no dried gelatin remains as you mix together the water and the powder. Mix the hot and the cold together until no solids remain and you end up with a thick, liquidy substance. Add 15 to 20 squirts of your liquid stevia to the bowl. I found 15 worked great. Be sure to mix well. With our 3 eggs, we're going to separate the whites from the yolks and we're going to make a meringue. To do this, we're going to add a teaspoon of cream of tartar to our egg whites and then beat on medium-high speed for about 3 minutes or until soft peaks are formed. When you have soft peaks, we're going to add half a cup of truvia, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a dash of salt. Then put your meringue back onto the stand mixer and mix until everything's incorporated. Your peaks might end up a little bit softer than soft peak, but that's alright. Then slowly add your gelatin mixture to your meringue while the stand mixer is running at medium speed. If your gelatin mixture is stiffened since it's cooled, then just place it over a bowl of hot water and stir until it's melted again. Once the gelatin's fully incorporated, we're going to pour our mixture into the mold that we'd established earlier, and we're going to let it set up in the fridge for 2 to 3 hours or overnight. Don't forget to top your mixture with a little bit of coconut flour to help avoid stickiness. Once it's all set up, we're going to take our giant marshmallow out of the fridge, remove it from the mold, and turn it out onto a cutting board. And from there, we're going to take our giant marshmallow and cut it into smaller, more manageable marshmallow sizes. Now all that's left is the final step, assembly.
Thank you everyone so much for watching. This is our keto s'more recipe. We put a lot of heart and soul into it, and there are 5.5 carbs per serving. And without further ado, let's try them. I'm eager to give them a taste. Reminds me of summer. I don't know how else to put it. They're really good. I like the graham crackers. They gave you a little bit of crunch. Chocolate is nice and dark, and it comes through with the sweetness of the marshmallow. Yeah, highly recommended. Thank you guys. Have a good one.